Welcome to the series American Idioms Part 2. Today we're going to explore idioms with love and heart. Although the Valentine's Day is gone, but it's always good to know a few phrases here and there when you can impress somebody. So let's buckle up, sit comfortably, listen carefully, and study with me. And don't forget to follow. Let's go. We're going to another adventure and another part of learning. To remind you, idioms are phrases or sentences that cannot be really translated word for word. They have a figurative meaning, and this is how we have to learn them. So let's take a look at a couple of them that are on this page. The love of my life, fall in love, love will find a way, better half, and break your heart. If you think about it, well, nobody can really break your heart, right? It's unbreakable. It's a muscle. But somebody definitely can make you very unhappy. Number one on our list is head over heels. This idiom is connected to the verb fall. So normally we'll say, she fell head over heels. Well, have you heard Georgia has a new boyfriend? I know, she fell head over heels for him. She doesn't talk about anything else. Number two, apple of my eye. Well, this phrase describes the type of love that the parent, especially father, may have for his daughter. So we can always hear a parent saying to the child, you are just an apple of my eye, which means you're very important to me. You are center of my life. Number three on our list is puppy love. And no, it has nothing to do little cute puppies that are fluffy and sweet and loving. No, it actually refers to a childhood crush. You know, a love of a very young people, especially teenagers, when they get that first love. We call that puppy love. So she says she loves that boy, but it's only a puppy love. After all, they are both still very young. Number four, to have a crush on someone. The interesting fact about this saying is that it's super American and we hear it all the time, especially when the young people are talking about it. The meaning of it is to like someone a lot, to find that person very attractive, to feel a strong, but a very temporary feeling, usually very romantic. But that feeling is not really discussed, and at the end it's not very real. So it's very common for young people to have a crush on a famous actor or a famous singer or just on maybe a teacher at school. Who knows? Number five on our list is another idiom, kiss and make up. Well, people argue, right? And then they have to find a way to kind of talk to each other, try to forget about the argument they have. So we can just kiss and make up and forget about everything that was before. Number six on our list is a blind date, which means you go out basically with someone you have never seen or you have never met before, you've never talked to. Have you ever been set up on a blind date? Because I have. And sometimes this could be real fun, but sometimes it's really not what we want to do. So think about it twice before going on a blind date. Number seven on our list is another idiom, match made in heaven. Well, it refers to two people who are simply perfect to each other. Have you found your match? Well, maybe you have to wait a little bit longer. I definitely have my match, and it really was made in heaven. Number eight on our list. Love is blind. And guess what? This saying comes from a Shakespearean play, Merchant of Venice. The meaning of this saying is this: when we're in love, we don't really see or think about our partner's negative characteristics. We don't see his or her flaws. So love is blind. You just love because you love, and you really do not acknowledge anything negative. Here is number 9. Be an item. Well, this short saying basically means that you are being in a relationship, that you become a couple. So you may know somebody for a long time, and maybe you talk to that person, maybe you're just a friend with that person, but at some point, the two of you may just become an item. Number 10, to tie a knot. The meaning of it, very simple, to get married. However, this little phrase comes from another language, a Celtic tradition, where during the marriage, the young people had a rope or ribbon tied around their hands to keep them bound as a symbol of marriage. We actually can see it still in some churches when the priest ties two young people's hands in front of the altar as a symbol of marriage. So, my brother will tie a knot next month. Number 11, pop the question. Of course, you know what's the question. Will you marry me? And which woman doesn't want to hear it, right? So basically, this is the meaning. Pop the question means to ask someone to get married. Usually, when a man pops the question, he kneels down on one knee and puts the ring on the finger of his future wife. And that's about it. So I hope this is what will happen to you, and the whole scenario will be super nice and very memorable. Number 12 on our list is love at first sight. The meaning of it is to feel strong romantic affection towards the person we may see for the first time. Have that ever happened to you? It never happened to me. So, but maybe for Sam and Sarah, it was the love from the first sight when they met and my aunt's birthday party. Number 13 on our list is lovey-dovey. I really like that saying, and it's super cute and basically describes people who are very romantic. Maybe they hold hands, they kiss a lot, they embrace each other, they hug. We call them lovey-dovey. But where does it come from? That's another story. There are two origins of this saying. I don't remember the first one, but the second one has something to do with the doves, with two birds. The little birds that are symbol of love. And it is believed and it's observed that they are very affectionate towards each other, especially towards their mate. So this is where the saying comes from, lovey-dovey. I hope you can be this way towards your partner as well. Number 14 is a phrase on the rocks. You know, a love and relationships are not always very good. So when your relationship is on the rocks, it means the relationship has some trouble. And maybe you need to kiss and make up and forget about it and then go on and just create new memories. So remember, if your relationship is on the rocks, it needs to be worked on. And the last one for today, number 15, to have butterflies in the stomach. We all know this feeling, believe me, when you are stressed, when you need to go on a stage, talk to someone important. You have this feeling in your stomach like millions of butterflies are flying there. The same feeling is when you're in love, right? When you want to meet this person or when you want to talk to them and they're standing there and you're looking at them and you have that funny feeling in your stomach and you feel like, oh my God, he or she is right there. So that's the meaning of it. To have butterflies in your stomach, and I really hope that you will have them, but only when you're happy and not when you're anxious or nervous. And so we have come to an end. Well, today we got to know 15 idioms. And of course, there are a lot more to learn. Therefore, I really encourage you to do some digging and explore some fabulous ideas. Thank you for staying with me today. Please follow, subscribe, and always keep learning. See you next time when we go on another adventure in the land of English language.